When we first moved to Bangkok, we were a little bit concerned about the cost of living. We thought that it was going to be massively overpriced and much more than what we were used to paying in the north. But surprisingly, it's not that bad so far. We've already published a full video about this place, but this is our apartment block, 10 minutes outside the city, and we only pay 8,000 baht per month. Now that is not bad. A lot of the other places that we found in Bangkok were 15k plus, so to find a place for 8,000 is very, very reassuring. The 8,000 baht covers the rental cost, but it doesn't cover the bills like electricity and water. But still, to find a place for almost the same money that we were paying in North Thailand was surprising. We actually bought this 1972 Ford Escort from Bangkok. We paid 70,000 baht for it. In the UK, this Escort would cost a lot more because it's considered a classic, whereas out here it's cheaper. So that's how we justified it. I'm just waiting in the car for Sasha to come down so we can head out. I need to go and get some LPG gas for the car, and then we're going to do some food shopping, so I might have to call her. Sash?
Yeah, I'm coming down.
Okay, here she comes. So let's go and get some fuel. You're late.
I'm ready.
Let's go. It's not a completely empty tank at the moment. I've only done about 300 kilometers. Normally we can do over 500. Normally it costs us about 700 to fill up from empty. Cup. So at this particular station, it's 14.38 baht per litre, which is very cheap. Used to paying 16 baht in the north, so it's actually cheaper in Bangkok.
So that cost 560 baht for 40 litres of LPG.
It's like £11 UK money.
For a full tank.
Full tank.
Now we are off to the supermarket for a weekly shop.
One of the great things about living in the city that we've worked out so far is that everything is much closer to us.
We used to live 25 kilometres from the supermarket before, and now we're like 1 minute away.
1 kilometre.
Yeah. So Jay and I like to eat at home quite a lot, so that's why we do weekly shops.
We haven't really noticed that much of a price difference between the north and the shops. Like chicken is about 30 baht for 400 grams of chicken breast. Vegetables all seem to be the same price, but we'll give you a full rundown when we get to the end of the pricing. In this store, the skinless breasts are 25 baht for 250 grams. Big bottles of chung for 53 baht. So if you like drinking 640 millilitres of chung beer, it only costs you 53 baht in the supermarket. Litre of milk, 45 baht, less than £1. 2 kilos of red rice, 85 baht. Sure, and I do not really like eating white rice. We always go for the red or brown rices, and I'm glad that you can get that in the supermarket here. We don't need any tea yet, but you can get Twinings tea here. It's not cheap, like £5 a packet. We also pretty much gave up on cereals as soon as we arrived in the country because they're quite expensive. But we do get oats and muesli. We've just found the cereal aisle. I'm not actually sure if it's that much more expensive, to be honest. We haven't looked at it for so long. Jumbo pack of cornflakes, 500 grams.
500 grams.
115, so that's about £2. It's actually not that bad. So perhaps cereals aren't as expensive as I remembered them to be.
Bombay Sapphire, 750 mils, 1100 baht. So that's like £22 for a bottle of gin.
All your brands are here though. Thai whiskey is much cheaper though, 100 baht for a small bottle.
600 baht for a Jacob's Creek Shiraz.
So wine experts of the world, tell us, Are these good prices or not?
There are other bottles for 300 baht. I don't know if they're any good or not though.
Doggy stuff. 200 baht for a bag of doggy biscuits.
3 kilos.
3 kilos of dog stuff. We normally get a 3 kilo bag of pedigree biscuits for Eden and mix it with some sardines. Dog food isn't that expensive. You can even get TVs and kitchen appliances and clothes in here too, all in the same supermarket. Very convenient. So that entire trolley of shopping came to 1500 baht, which is about 30 quid. And we got things like batteries for our camera equipment and like toothbrushes, bits and pieces that we wouldn't normally buy if we were just doing a food shop. Quite good value for money. And the friendly dude has even taken our trolleys away for us. What service, Sash? Okay, that's the boring stuff out of the way. Now it's time to go and get some coffee. Coffee is our favourite thing ever to do.
Yeah.
We parked up next to a skull. Gross. Something has died here recently, or not so recently. So we are at the Shaker Cafe, near to our area. I've never tried it before. We're going to see what it costs to get some coffees and drinks in there, because I don't know what the prices are like yet.
One is the hot water is more than this.
Okay. What do you think? Okay.
In a place like this, you're looking at cappuccino for 85 baht, latte, same price, and the cold drinks, frappuccino is about 110, 100, which is what you'd expect in a trendy cafe.
It's 55 baht for a single espresso shot or a classic Americano, 55.
So we can even get our coffee beans from here. And it's not a bad price either, actually cheaper than what we used to pay in the north. So that was very good drinks, and the total for those two drinks together came to 200 baht. That's like £4 in UK money. And this is kind of like a mid-range priced establishment, I would say. We have a coffee shop that's local to us, and the price of a coffee there is 60 baht. So you can get cheaper. Just down the road a little bit further from there, another local place, 45 baht. And I'm not talking about crappy coffee, good stuff. Ranging so far, we've found the prices go from 45 to over 100. But Shaker Cafe was good, and I'd go back there, especially for the cold drinks. Decided to drive across town and come to Anya's place for lunch. Quite a nice place. So let's have a look inside and see what the food's like.
Jay's Little Italy sausage burger has arrived. Looks fantastic. Wow. My duck breast has just arrived. It looks delicious. It looks super nice.
Very, very good food. I'm very impressed with Anya's place. It came to 640 baht, which is very good value for money, because I can't think of anywhere in the West where you'd be able to get, especially that duck breast, to that standard, and for a total bill to come to £12.50 or something for all that good food. Very impressive. Lunch in Bangkok done. We are heading to one of Bangkok's largest parks today for a little day out. Now, we have taken a taxi here before, all the way to the park. It's about a 15-kilometre journey to the park from where we live, and it cost us around 125 baht with traffic and with the tip, based on the current taxi rate. But today we decided to drive because we have a car, so why not use it?
The entry to all of Bangkok's public parks is free. They make really nice days out or afternoons, or just like a really nice break from the hustle and bustle of the city, and you can actually feel like you're in a completely different place if you just want to get out of Bangkok for a little bit, go to a park for free.
Check this out. Excuse us while we enjoy all this delicious food. As well as all the fancy restaurants and cafes, if you want to save some money, you can also go to the street food vendors. You find them everywhere. Normally it's about 30 to 40 baht for a pad Thai dish or some other form of Thai street food. So, you don't have to spend a lot of money to fill your belly in Bangkok. Definitely lots of options here. Apart from accommodation and food, I would say our next biggest expense is transport. Most people in Bangkok use the BTS SkyTrain or the Metro, so we're going to jump on the SkyTrain now and see how much it costs to go 2 stops, because we don't often use it.
The reason people prefer to travel on the BTS SkyTrain is obviously because it avoids all the traffic. We don't live near a station, so either way we still have to drive, but they are obviously very convenient.
It's actually 4 stops we've got to do, not 2, by mistake. How much is that going to cost us?
25 baht.
So it's 2 tickets on the SkyTrain, 4 stops, 50 baht. Some of the ticket booths we've been to don't accept notes, so you have to go to a counter and change up into a load of coins and then come back to the machine. It's the right way, Sash. It's the right direction. Not very crowded on here today.
Next station, Krongphanburi. For National Stadium.
So that journey took 8 minutes, cost us 25 baht each. It was an air-conditioned carriage, which is quite nice. Yeah, it's not bad. I think one thing I would always say though is, because we share the cost of the car petrol and the car fuel, it actually normally works out to be either the same or less for us to drive, but then you do miss the traffic. So there you go, cost of BTS. It's evening time and we've come out for some dinner and some drinks. Sasha looking a little bit dressed up. I'm looking a little bit dressed up. Let's get some food. Off we go. We have decided to go to the Wine Connection for some pizza and whatever else we fancy. So I saw something on the menu that I have not seen for a long time. Bangers and mash. Very English of me. I ordered that. And we also ordered a pizza to share. Sasha's got a salad.
Grilled vegetable salad.
A grilled vegetable salad. She had a Prosecco, a glass of Prosecco. And I've got a beer. Now, this is very rare because I do not drink beer. But it's apple flavoured. So there, I've lost a few man points.
They also had big couscous. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw it.
Big sharing plate of couscous and Moroccan food and chickpeas. It's about 700 baht though, but it's for 2 people to share.
We are actually at the Senafest shopping centre. It's actually on the west side of the river. The Wine Connection is a restaurant we've seen before and decided that it would be a good idea to have our dinner here and see how much it will cost. My beer actually looks quite a lot like an apple juice, but I promise you it's actually a beer. It's actually quite good. Wowzers. That looks good.
Didn't expect it to look like that.
No.
It's nice.
Looks like a man portion.
My grilled vegetable salad is 170 baht, which is like £3, and it's bigger than my head. Look at that, it's huge. Well pleased with that.
Honestly speaking, so far I don't think I've noticed much of a price difference between the north and Bangkok when it comes to restaurants like this and even the street food. You can find the same prices whether you're in Bangkok or whether you're in the north. So we're surprised by that. See you in a minute. We decided to get 2 desserts, 110 baht each. They look delicious. Apple crumble and key lime pie. dinner and dessert and alcoholic beverages are done. What did you think?
Yummy.
Total bill came to 1,232 baht. So, in English money, that's about £24 for basically a full satisfaction at dinner. That is how much it costs to have dinner in Bangkok. Let's go home. And so that's it. That pretty much concludes our cost of living comparison from the north to Bangkok. I hope that gives you a little insight in what it's like to live here and how much it costs to live here and live how we do, which I think isn't too bad. Not too bad a way to live, is it, Sash?
No,
Not too bad at all.
it's not.
Right, let's go home. Just some additional information for you guys. You may have noticed that our electricity bill is extremely high. That's because the apartment we're living in charges 8 baht per unit. Normally it's about half that, and we ran the air conditioner for an entire month on a test. Usually we normally used to spend between 600 to 1,000 baht when we didn't have air conditioning, or even when we did and lived in a traditional neighbourhood in Thailand. So it's not always that high. Another note is that our car runs on LPG, which is one of the cheapest types of fuels out here. To get your car converted to that costs around 17,000 baht if you've got a carburetor engine, or about 30,000 baht if you've got fuel injection. Traditional fuels like petrol and diesel are normally between 22 and 35 baht. If you want to fund these videos so we can keep making more of them, you can become a patron. There's links down below, or you can just like and share them so that they get more exposure. That also helps us a lot. Hope you enjoyed this video, and we will see you next time. Bye.